Hey everyone, it's me, Arthur Kade, welcoming Jennifer and Bill Klein from TLC's hit show, The Little Couple, to Behind the Velvet Rope. Make sure to check out their awesome new book, Life is Short, bookstores everywhere. Great stuff. Hey everyone, it's me, Arthur Kade, and Jennifer and Bill. I was just telling you, I'm an enormous fan of you guys. I was actually just watching a whole marathon of The Little Couple this weekend. You guys were a part of my Memorial Day. And now you're really kind of a part of my post-Memorial Day. And guys, congratulations. New book, Life is Short. What's incredible is this book is really inspiring. Your lives are really inspiring because you've dealt with so much and you've come out on top and now you're sharing it and doing good in the world. It's pretty cool stuff, right?
Oh my gosh, it's pretty amazing. In fact, I still have to pinch myself to think, oh my gosh, we have a book? Okay, first it was a TV show. Really? Now it's a book? Oh my goodness. And we're just happy to share our lives and hope that it does help others or, other folks can identify with us, which is crazy.
Is it incredible to see you guys have become an inspiration, not only for people dealing with obstacles, but people in general? Talk to me about having the platform you have right now, both as a book, a hit TV show, and being able to be an inspiration for people.
Well, I think it's a great honor. It's a privilege to have people look up to us, figuratively speaking. We certainly appreciate the support that people have provided when we were going through tougher times. Jennifer's cancer was one of the toughest struggles that either of us had to battle. But now that we've emerged from that successfully, I think it's an obligation to continue to spread a little bit of good and use the opportunity that we've been afforded. We can't take it for granted or do it use it frivolously for monetary or just gainful things. And I think we need to give back, and that's to a degree what we try to do with the things that we accomplished here. So.
You guys are so open in the book about some of the struggles you've had. I know you talked about having suicidal thoughts, being bullied. Sure. And yet, look, you're an MD. You have a successful entrepreneurial business. When you look at the journey from point A to point B, and that's a very long journey, talk to me about the reflections of that journey and how far everything's come.
Well, I think, from my perspective, probably from both of our perspectives, the challenge is that you have to sort of know what it is you want in life. And we all face obstacles, and some of us have more than others, and some of our obstacles are more apparent than others. But I think the ultimate goal, for both of us, is that we wanted to lead the life that we would enjoy. And so it wasn't easy. There were lots of folks that told us along the way we couldn't or we shouldn't. Sometimes that was good advice and other times not so good advice. And so, I think the hard part about sort of, making your trajectory to where you want to be is sort of figuring out, okay, when am I going to listen and when am I not? And what is it that I really want out of life? And that's where we approached it.
You're facing the biggest obstacle of all time now, kids. How the heck are you dealing with those? That's got to be insane.
Well, I'll tell you, our kids are making it a lot easier than I think we had anticipated. When we first started out...
you're the only people to ever say that line right there.
Yeah, I know. It sounds like, BS, and it's not. It's, Will is probably the easiest transition from an orphanage to a home. As an adoptive parent, that was our first child.
And he's so happy.
And he was happy moments after we brought him into our lives. Zoe had a little bit more of an embattled time, coming home. But now she's the little sister that Will never had. She's got a big brother that, she, is already breaking in to do the stuff that she either doesn't want to or can't do right now. She's all personality and she's as brilliant as could be. And they're going to do amazing things. So now I'm excited that, number one, I have a brilliant wife that's going to steer them in the right direction. And, I just have to hope that I don't screw it up.
The TV show, it's become a hit. Is it blowing you away? First of all, was it difficult to put your lives out there on camera? And number two, when you start getting the reception you're getting and people are watching and caring and wanting to know more about your lives, what's that been like for you? I think I'd have trouble with it because I hate attention. I love attention, but I hate attention on my private life. What's it been like for you guys?
I think it's sort of, it's been a challenge, but a good one to have. So, I mean, when we embarked on the TV show, we first were very hesitant. We first actually politely said, no, thank you. We don't think that that's right for us. But then we got to talking to the production company for about a year. And I think when they came back to us with the potential for a series, we were more scared. But I think we saw what other shows were doing, and we thought, okay, maybe this is an opportunity we shouldn't close the door on. Maybe it'll allow us to raise awareness. And so we took the risk and we went for it. And honestly, when we did it, we never thought it would be around 6 years later, 7 seasons later.
Which in TV years is the golden anniversary, pretty much. It's insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we figured the pilot was about all
Yeah,
we'd get.
we're like, okay, we had our
It was
15
fun,
minutes.
and then they renewed it, and we were told year after year, this never happens.
This never
it's
happens.
So rare.
This is crazy, yeah. And we're like, okay, well now 6 years later, you keep saying that. This is crazy, but it's been a roller coaster.
I was joking around with you guys. You were on live with Kelly and Michael yesterday, and you and I are both Giants fans, and you would have the same reaction. I'd be petting Michael during the commercial breaks, like, hey. But with success comes fame. Has it been surreal to have people probably recognizing you, writing letters to you, saying, "Hey, my life is better because of what you're showing us"?
Well, it's very humbling when we get those letters and we get that type of feedback from people that watch our show, that it inspired them, that it helped them to do, X, Y, or Z. I mean, it's completely humbling. And that's what we love about the show when we get that kind of feedback, is to hear those stories, because it means the world to us. That's why we did it. It's definitely, you almost don't even know how to react, because you're just sharing your life, and it's I don't know, humbling is probably the best word to say it. But what's interesting is that when we are out in public, we don't blend in very well. So
we never have.
we get recognized all the time, which is great, but definitely a challenge
Unlike
when you're
Brad
in a hurry.
And Angelina, we can't just put big sunglasses on and wear goofy
Yeah,
clothes.
no, we'd have to hide within a
disappear into the
bush.
crowd.
We'd have to be like this moving shrub that walks down the street.
What was it like writing a book for the first time? Was it a therapeutic process? Was it impossible? What was it all like?
Yeah, there's some
It was-
cathartic moments
yes,
in there.
we learned a lot. We learned about our lives.
And it also gave us a chance to talk to our family a little bit
Mm-hmm.
about parts of our past that we obviously don't remember because we were too young, and to understand the circumstances that surrounded the decisions that they made about how to raise us. And now we find ourselves in similar circumstances with our kids. And so some of those experiences, it's interesting to look back and say, wow, that was 40 years ago with no technology, with no medical enhancements and advancements, and yet they were able to somehow get through it all and do fairly well. I mean,
raise kids and overcome medical challenges when there were no answers. And I mean, I think we both have developed this amazingly profound appreciation for what our parents went through and how they persevered to make sure that we got, a great chance at a wonderful life.
Now that you've accomplished so much, where do you want to be 3, 5, 10, 15 years down the line? Where do you see the future moving to? Billionaires.
Yeah, no.
Gonna be richer than Bill Gates.
Okay.
He's okay with that. No, I'm like, I don't want that much money. What would I do with it?
Oh, trust me, you'd figure out ways.
I'm sure there's places we could spend some of it. No, I think the focus is continue down the path of towards retirement, enjoying our careers, watching those proliferate a bit more, and then for the kids, we're making sure that they get into the schools that we want them to get into. We're starting off with a good background, a good solid base education, and I just want to watch the kids grow up. And I want to be soccer dad and karate dad, and she wants to be soccer mom and karate mom, and so we're just kind of enjoying
mom.
that stuff. They're just getting into that point where it's not diapers, it's conversation, and they're intrigued
Their
and
personalities.
I can imagine having to talk to kids. Like I'm the most impatient human being ever. It would be. I'm so scared to be a parent.
No, you got to go hang out with my son. He's so cool. He when you ask him what he did wrong, he's like nothing. But he says it like a 24-year-old that just got caught, with something in his pocket from Macy's. Nothing.
I love it. You guys are awesome. Congratulations. Life is short. And this is just great stuff. And again, I love how open you guys are in this and talking about the good, the bad, the ugly. And I think there's a lot of good coming out of it and moving forward. So congratulations, guys. It's been a pleasure having you in.